Hammer Strimmel here with Usborne Books and More, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about our nonfiction books. And we have a lot of different subjects and a lot of different varieties, so let's get started. First up is we have our flap books, and we start off with the Lift and Look. This is for the youngest of kiddos, and they have just real scenes, simple instructions. In this one, they're trying to find a rabbit, but it also tells you, on this page they're building a pipe. These are great at getting kids to work on their fine motor skills and associate the little bits of information under all the flaps, really getting into the idea of what flap books are about. Great. All right, next up in the progression of our flap books is the Peek Inside set. This is starting to have a little bit more factual information about things. On this one it tells you dinosaurs can start out as small as pine cones, but grow as big to be as a bus. So just little bits of information, but still very interactive. Here, this one is his teeth that you're feeling, roaring. These are great books for about 3 and up, even a little bit younger if you know your kid is nice with books. So, and I think there's 6 of those. The next one we're going to get is Animal Houses. All right, so continuing up here is Look Inside, and this is for 3 and up. But really the information is great for so many other areas. And the 3 and up really more comes from being able to handle the flaps versus the amount of information that's in them. And this one has flaps within flaps. So we'll definitely keep little ones busy for quite a while. And don't as a parent feel like you have to read all the information on every page. The best part of these flap books is that it presents tidbits of information to be read in different orders to really keep interest and making the reading different each and every time. So the last in our flap book series is the See Inside. This is See Inside Great Cities, but there's definitely more. See Inside Your Body is a really popular pick. And this is for the oldest ones, so 7 and up. The information under each flap is a little bit more detailed. There's tons of flaps. I should go through and open more so you guys can see more. Here we go. And on that note, I actually find it easier to go through the flap books before giving them to my kiddo and open them all for him so that he can see where they are and his fingernails aren't quite as sharp as mine. So that definitely helps. So for the oldest ones there. All right, moving on to a different type of book as we're done with our flap books. Another popular Usborne choice is the big books. And if you haven't seen these, they're so much fun. We have the Big Book of Rockets and Spaceships here, and each of these books comes with these huge flap out pages so that the kids can really see just how big the things they're looking at are. Big Book of Animals, Big Book of Bugs. It's just great fun. Here's another flap out page for you. Ooh, wrong way. But yes, so great fun. And again, little bits of information, just perfect for, reading for 5 minutes or reading for 20. Great for those. All right, so moving on to out of the little bits of information and more into longer stories. We have the Astronaut's Handbook. This is a new one. It's great. This is for 9 and up, and it follows this little astronaut guy. Let's find him. As he becomes an astronaut. There he is. And he asks little questions about the way, hang on, what's gravity? And this book gives great, thoughtful, truthful answers the whole time. Definitely focuses a lot on education and how important that is to be an astronaut, which I thought was great. And, doesn't lie to the kids, doesn't say it's easy. So there's that one. Then we have a variety of different books that are stories, but they are true. So this one was the one that I wanted to get. We are outdoors people here, and so True Stories of Polar Adventures just sounded like so much fun, and this was a book that I quickly read, totally enjoyed, as it presented the stories about people visiting the North and South Poles in a really fun, easy to read format. So 9 and up on these. We also have, gangsters and heroes, so great for picky boy readers. Often we find that maybe kids stop liking reading, and it's because we haven't tried nonfiction. So make sure you try some of those with your kids. Now on to reference books. this is for the youngest reference. This is a new series. It's the Young Beginners, and it's got these great illustrations. This one is all about the baby animals and showing their proper names and where they would live. Perfect for 3 and up for here. All right, another style of reference book we have is these Discovery Adventure series. This one's Deadly Animals, so it's got such a nice cover. It's almost like a field guide, per se. It shows the different types of animals, where they're found, you know, how they're doing as a species, little tidbits, and then it also has these comics about what you would do if you encountered one of these in a real life situation. So, great fun book there. And we also have things that can be homework helpers in terms of the encyclopedia reference areas. The math ones, I know that I kind of struggle with math, so I'm definitely a little bit nervous about when my kids start doing this, but thankfully Usborne offers illustrated dictionaries in ways that really nicely, easy complement what kids are getting at school. And frequently I'm asked whether or not our books align with Common Core. And, you know, they're from the UK in most situations, and so they don't, because they don't have Common Core over there. But they do continue to show math in a lot of different ways in really nice illustrated formats, and that's really all Common Core is about, is showing math in a lot of different ways. So great additions if your little one is struggling with math. Along with the illustrated dictionaries, and that one is our youngest one, so 5, but we do have one that would be up till, 12 to 15-year-olds, is activity books. We have some white clean activity books. This one is our newest one, the Times Table activity books. And it comes with stickers, and it's such a great thing because as we know, kids need repetition. And as great as just the easy repetition like this is, it's so much more fun for them to be playing these different games. You know, decorate these cupcakes following the icing guides. Multiples of 7 get blue, multiples of 8 get purple, and multiples of 9 get yellow. So definitely a different fun way for them to learn it. And this one comes with stickers too. So always great. Moving from math to science, because we have a lot of that too, is we do have first encyclopedias of science. As you can tell, I have little ones. So my collection currently involves the books for the youngest school age kids. But we do have wonderful encyclopedias for older kids that, as you can tell, the pictures and the information in these is great. And they are wonderful for all ages. So ask your consultant on which one would be the best for your age. And know that a lot of this stuff is internet linked. So they can take this book and they can find out more information online through the Usborne site, which is just a great way to give them screen time in a safe environment. And then to end our nonfiction one out, I wanted to show you 365 science activities. This book is so awesome. It's got all these different fun experiments broken down into categories. You know, here's some ones on melting. I know I like the surface tension one. Here's invisible ink. So great fun. Solids, liquids, and goos. This is a great example. It's rated for 6 and up as well, but you know, a toddler would love to make goo with you. So just awesome things. There was the DNA, strawberry DNA, and as you can tell, it's a spiral bound one, so it lays flat for you while you work. Perfect. If you have any questions about nonfiction books, because there's way, way more, go ahead and ask your consultant, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much. Bye.